Hi, today we are going to go through IGCSE Paper 0580 Variant 41, June 2012. It's a 2 hours and 30 minutes paper. Let's start. Question number 1. Anna, Bobby and Carl receives a sum of money. They share it in the ratio 12:7:8. Anna receives $504 and we have to calculate the total amount. So out of the total amount, the share that Anna has is 12. So 12 over the ratio, so 12 plus 7 plus 8 of the total Anna gets, and that is 504. To find the total, we will write total is equal to 504. This is a multiply, so when we bring here, it will become divided by 4/9, which is equal to 1134. There's another way to solve this, to write this equation here. We can write total is equal to 504 multiplied by, you see there is 4/9, 4 in the numerator and 9 in the denominator. We can flip it over here because the divided number when we bring here will become multiply by 9 and divided by 4. That will also give you 1134. In B1 we have Anna uses 7% of her $504 to pay a bill. Calculate how much she has left. 7% she is using. So how much does she have left? Total percentage is 100. 100 minus 7, 93. She has 93% left. So 93% of 504 is 468.72. Next question. She buys a coat in a sale for $64.68 and this was 23% less than the original price. Calculate the original price of the coat. So the original price of the coat, we have to find it, and 64.68 is 23% less than the original. So again 100 minus 23 will give us 77. So 77% of the total is 64.68. Therefore, we can write 0.77 multiplied by the total is equal to $64.68, and total will be 64.68 divided by 0.77. We'll get $84. 77% means 77 divided by 100, and that gives us 0.77. Okay, next question. C. Bobby uses 250 of his share to open a bank account. This account pays compound interest at a rate of 1.6% per annum. Calculate the amount in the bank account after 3 years and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. In another video, I have done all the compound interest and simple interest questions. I've written down the formula also. Kindly go through that video. This is the formula for finding compound interest. Amount is equal to principal bracket 1 plus r over 100 to the power of n. P is principal, r is rate of interest, t is time in years, t or n we write it as, and amount is a. Using this formula, let's write down the things that we have. 250, which is your principal, so principal is 250. Rate of interest is 1.6. R is 1.6%. and time is 3 years. Now we just have to substitute in our equation. P is 250, 1 plus 1.6 over 100 to the power of 3. And we put in the calculator and we will get our answer 1 plus. So the answer we get is $262.19. In D, Carl buys a computer for $288 and sells it for $324. Calculate his percentage profit. To find the percentage profit, we do selling price minus the cost price over the cost price, multiply by 100. And if it is a percentage loss, you will do the cost price minus the selling price over cost price multiply by 100. What is our cost price? It's 288 and our selling price is 324. So percentage profit will be 324 minus 288 over 288 times 100, and you will get 12.5 percentage as your answer. Question number 2. We have been given a diagram here, and this looks like a bearing question. Let's read the question. 3 boys, K, L, and M, show the course of a boat race. Okay. MK, KL is given to us, and MKL, the angle, is given to us 108. Calculate the distance ML. When two sides and an included angle is given to you, it means it's the cos rule, so we have to use the cos rule. To find the side ML, we'll use the cosine rule. A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. The thing that you should remember that if you want to find side A, you must have the angle opposite it, which is cos A. So I want to find ML, I must have this angle opposite it, which is 108. So ML square is equal to 4 square plus 9 square minus 2 times 4 times 9. Instead of writing times, we can put the brackets. It means the same thing. Cos 108. I can write 9 square here and 4 square here. It doesn't make a difference. Now we'll put this in the calculator and see what we get. We'll get 119.2. This is ml square. We want ml. So we have to square root this answer. And when you square root the answer, you will get 10.92. You can round it up to 10.9. So ml is 10.9 kilometers. In B, the bearing of L from K is 125. So L is here, K is here. So bearing of L from K. From K means the 125 is here. And we have to calculate how far L is south of K. To do that, we'll make a right angle triangle here. This is 90 degrees. You know that this will also be 90 degrees. It means that if this is 90, 125 minus 90 is 35. So this angle here is 35. If I want to find this side, I can use the sine rule. I can use sine K is equal to opposite. This is our opposite over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 9. So sine 35 is equal to opposite over 9. Sine 35 times 9 will give us the opposite. and that is going to be 5.16. So the answer is 5.16 kilometer. This is going to be 5.16. In the next question, find the three-figure bearing of K from M. From M we want here. We want to find this bearing. There are two ways to do. One way is you add these angles here, which is 108 plus 125. That will give us 233. And from 233, you subtract 180. It will give us 53. So this is the angle 53. The other way is a bit longer, but if you understand that point, that at a point, the angle is equal to 360. So 360 minus 233 will give us 127. This is 127. And these are two parallel lines, correct? So if I add these two together, I will get 180. I can also do 180 minus 127 and I'll get 53 degrees. Question number 3 is a graph question. A table has been given to us and an equation has been given to us. We need to find these value of y when x is -1, -0.6, 0, 0.6 and 1. In place of x, substitute -1 and in place of x, substitute -0.6. So on, you will get your answer. So it's going to be 1, 0.98. I'm rounding it to 2 decimal places and writing it. 0, -0.98 and -1. This was a very easy 3-mark question. For B, on the grid below, we have to graph y is equal to x cubed minus 2x for the points we already found in the table. And the first 2 points have been plotted for us. So here we have plotted the points. When x is -1, y is 1. When x is -0.6, y is 0. So it's somewhere 0.98 is here. Same way all the other points. Now we have to join them together. Try to make a smooth curve. And we are nearly done with joining it. On the grid, draw the line y is equal to 0.8 for the values given here. So we finish drawing the line y is equal to 0.8. See, to use your graph to solve the equation, x cubed minus 2x is equal to 0.8. It means we have to find the x value when y is 0.8. We have to find the point of intersection of the line with the curve, the x value for it. So I've drawn the lines here. These are the 3 x values. You will get when y is equal to 0.8, x is equal to -1.2, x is equal to -0.5, and x is equal to 1.55. They always give you a range of values that you can write and you will get the right answer. So in the mark scheme, they have given -1.1 to 1.2, -0.4 to -0.5, and 1.55 to 1.65. So if you get these right, anything between them, you will get your marks. In D, by drawing a suitable tangent, work out an estimate for the gradient of the graph of y is equal to x cubed minus 2x, where x is equal to negative 1.5. You must show your working. A tangent means that it meets the curve at only one point. And the point they have given to us is x is equal to negative 1.5. So this is the tangent we drew at when x is equal to negative 1.5. This is when x is equal to negative 1.5. To find the gradient, you need to have 2 points. So choose 2 points from this line, x and y. When x is negative 1, y is 2. So that's the first point. When x is negative 1, y is 2. The second point we can take is when x is negative 2, y is negative 2.5. To find the gradient, we do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 2.5 minus 2 over negative 2 minus minus 1. You will get 4.5. Again, if you had an answer between 4 to 5.5, that is okay, that's right. In question number 4, we have been given a circle and we have been told that A, B, C and D lie on a circle center O. AB is 7, BC is 10, and angle ABD is 77. AOC is the diameter. Find angle ABC. So this is the diameter. This will be angle ABC will be 90 because the angle opposite the diameter is equal to 90 degrees, or angle in a semicircle equals 90 degrees. That's why this one here is 90 degrees. In B, calculate angle ACB and show that it rounds to 35 degrees correct to the nearest degree. We want to find this angle here, ACB. We know that this is 90 degrees, so we can use trigonometry to find it. What do we have? If I want to find this angle, this is opposite, and this side here is the adjacent. So we can write tan C is equal to AB, which is our opposite, and adjacent, which is our BC. 7 over 10. Whenever you want to find an angle and you are using trigonometry, you have to do the inverse. So tan inverse of 7 over 10 will give us 34.99. And when we round this, it will give us 35 degrees. We proved what they wanted us to prove. Question number C. Explain why angle ADB is equal to angle ACB. So angle ADB is equal to ACB, and they asked us to explain why. If you're familiar with the circle theorem, you will know that ADB and ACB originate from the same segment. So it's starting from A, ADB, ACB. They are going to be same because angles in the same segment from a common chord are equal. Therefore, the answer is angles in the same segment are equal. In D1, we have to calculate the length of AD. So this is the length we need to calculate. We already know that ADC here is 35 degrees. So what triangle we have here? We have got two angles and one side, and we need to find the opposite side. We can use the sine rule here. B over sine B is equal to AB over sine D. Now we'll substitute the values that we got. Sine B is sine 77. AB is 7 over sine 35. We have to make B the subject. So this sine 77, it's a divide. When I bring to the other side, it will become a multiply. We just have to put it in the calculator now. So 7 over sine 77 will give us 11.89. And here, so we'll round it to one decimal place, 11.9. The answer is 11.9 centimeter. Calculate the area of ABD. ABD is not a right angle triangle, so we cannot use the half times base times height formula. We'll be using half AB sine C. Whenever you use this formula, remember that you should have two sides and an included angle in the middle. We know that this is 11.9, and to use the sine rule, we will need to find this angle. You know the sum property of angles is equal to 180. So angle A will be 180 minus 35 minus 77, which is 68. So half times 11.9 times 7 times sine 68. That will give us the area of the triangle ABD. It is 38.6 square centimeter. The area of triangle AED is 12.3 square centimeter. So this here AED is 12.3 square centimeter. Correct to three significant figures. Use similar triangle to calculate the area of triangle BEC. Now we need to find BEC. Because they are similar triangles, DA, when you multiply by the scale factor, will give you CB. So if we write DA times the scale factor will give us BC, or CB is the same thing. 11.9 multiplied by scale factor will give us 10. So our scale factor is going to be 10 divided by 11.9. No need to simplify, you can just leave it like that. Now the area of triangle AD is 12.3. 12.3 multiplied by the scale factor. Because it is the area, we are going to square the scale factor. If it is volume, we'll cube it. Will give us the answer 8.685. When we round it, we'll get 8.69. So the area of triangle BAC is 8.69 square centimeter. Question number 5. Philip asked 80 motorists how many hours their journey took that day. He used the results to draw a cumulative frequency diagram. So we have been given a cumulative frequency diagram, and we are asked to find the median, the upper quartile, and the interquartile range. To find the median, we have to take the frequency and divide it by 2. That will give us the position of the median. And then we will look at the x-axis and find the value. So frequency is 80. 80 divided by 2, 40. So that's the position. that is here, and the corresponding x value is 2.8. So our median is 2.8. In A2, we are supposed to find the upper quartile range. To find the upper quartile range, we will do 3/4 of the frequency. That will again give us the position. We will look at the x-axis and get the answers. So 3/4 of 80 will give us 60. 60 is here, and the corresponding x value is 3.8. So 3.8 is your upper quartile. In A3, they want you to find the interquartile range. Interquartile range means the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. We have already got our upper quartile. Now we need to find our lower quartile. To find the lower quartile, we'll do 1/4 of the frequency. That will be 20. 20 is here, and we can see the corresponding x value is 2. So the lower quartile is 2. Therefore, the interquartile range will be upper quartile, which is 3.8, minus 2, which is our lower quartile, 1.8. In B, find the number of motorists whose journey took more than 5 hours but no more than 7 hours. So we have to look at the y-axis, the frequency axis. So in B, they want us to find the number of motorists whose journey took more than 5 hours. 5 hours is here. When we go up, the corresponding frequency is going to be here. It's 72. But no more than 7 hours. 7 hours is here. And the corresponding frequency is 78. So 78 minus 72 is 6. In C, we have been given the frequency table about the 80 journeys. The time in hours has been given and the frequency has been given to us for each hours. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to complete the table above and calculate an estimate of the mean. So let's complete the table first by looking at the graph. Okay, so we've got the table here and the frequency diagram here. And the end of each one number here, 0 to 2 is 20, 2 till 3 is 25. We will write the end result for 2, 3, 4 in the graph, then it will be easier to solve. At 2, it is 20. When it is 3, we have 45. When it is 4, we have 4 is here. It is 63. When it is 5, we have 72. And when it is 6, we have 76. When it is 8, we have 80. So now, how did we get 25 here? We'll subtract it. 45 minus 20 will give you 25. To get 18, we'll do 63 minus 45. So the next number minus the previous number. From 4 to 5, it will be 72. Subtract 63, you will get 9. From 5 to 6, it will be 76. Subtract 72, which is 4. And from 6 to 8, it will be 80 minus 76, which is 4 again. So that's how we get our frequency for each individual parts. In part 2, we have to estimate the mean number of hours the 80 journeys took. The first thing you should do in group data like this is find the midpoint. So midpoint of 0 and 2 is going to be 1. You can add the two numbers. You can do 0 plus 2 divided by 2, that will give you 1. And for the next 1 year, 2 plus 3 divided by 2, you will get 2.5. 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 3.5. 4 plus 5 divided by 2, 4.5. 5 plus 6 divided by 2 is going to be 5.5. And 6 plus 8 divided by 2 is going to be 7. After this step, multiply the midpoint by the frequency. So we'll do 1 times 20 plus 2.5 times 25 plus 3.5 times 18. You do that for each one, and when you do that, you will get the midpoint multiplied by frequency will give you 20, 62.5, 63, 40.5, 22, and 28. To find the mean, you add the numbers that we got up and divide it by the frequency. So we are going to add 20 plus 62.5 plus 63 plus 40.5 plus 22 plus 28 over the frequency. Our frequency is 80. This will give us 236 divided by 80, 2.95. So our estimated mean is 2.95. Question number D. On the grid, draw a histogram to represent the information in your table in part C. To draw the histogram, you need to find the frequency density. And also you need to label your axis. That is important. Let's label the axis first. This is time in hours. And this is frequency density. To find frequency density, we do frequency divided by the class width. So 20 divided by 2 will give us 10. 25 divided by 1, 25. 18 divided by 1, 18. And we'll get here 9, 4. 4 divided by 2, 2. The class width is found by 0 and 2, so 2 minus 0, 2. 3 minus 2, 1. So that's how you find your class width. Now we'll label the x-axis and the y-axis. Let us think of each of this one small line as 1. Therefore, this will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And for the x-axis, we see we have a very long line. So we can take each square as 0, 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For the first bar, we have from 0 till 2, we have got 10. Our frequency density is 10. So 0 to 2 is 10. That's our first bar. The second bar is from 2 till 3. 2 till 3 we got 25. So 25 is here. We will draw that. And then from 3 to 4, 18. 18 will be here. And then from 4 to 5, 9. 5 to 6, 4. And 6 to 8 is 2. So we have done our histogram. To get the solution for question number 6 to question number 10, kindly watch the May-June 2012 41 part 2 video. It's fully solved with information to help you understand the concepts clearly. Kindly share to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.